Climate change involves a combination of individual, community, and global efforts to fight against it. On a global scale, to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, we must rethink our relationship to energy. In that way, the journey through limiting climate change requires a multi-phased approach involving several key levers, and adaptation and resilience will enable them. Some of those are energy efficiency, which refers to achieving the same level of service by using less energy and requires a combination of technological advancements, policy intervention of governments to set and enforce energy efficiency standards, for example, but also a better energy management to prevent energy loss. The European Commission calls on member states to better prepare for an increased uptake of renewables and enhance energy efficiency measures. Energy Efficiency Directive was adopted in 2012 and updated in 2018 and 2023. The objective is to reduce final and primary energy consumption to 11.7% by 2030. Using energy more efficiently is beneficial for environmental protection, mitigating climate change, and lower energy bills for Europeans with a better quality of life. Energy sobriety, which involves adopting practices and behaviors that prioritize efficiency, conservation, and reduced overall energy demand. The goal of energy sobriety is to contribute to the transition to a more resource-efficient and resilient society. Education and awareness of individuals and communities about the environmental and social impacts of energy consumption fosters a greater appreciation for the principles of energy sobriety. But is the objective of a decrease of energy consumption realistic? Or the individual and collective benefits sufficient to massively change our practices? To find out more about this subject, you can read the following article, The Limits of Energy Sufficiency, a review of the evidence for rebound effects and negative spillovers from behavioral change. Renewable energy transition. The shift from fossil fuel-based energy to cleaner and more sustainable renewable energy sources is a critical element in climate change mitigation. As technology continues to advance and economies of scale drive down costs, the transition to renewable energy is becoming increasingly feasible and economically viable. Decarbonization that requires concerted efforts across various sectors. Achieving significant progress in decarbonization is crucial for limiting the impacts of climate change. Following the United Nations Climate Change Conference, COP28, global greenhouse gas emissions need to be cut by 43% by 2030, compared to 2019 levels. In 1990, the share of fossil fuels in gross available energy was 82.37% for Europe. In 2021, it is 69.87%. In 30 years, there was a drop in the share of fossil fuels, but we still rely largely on fossil fuels for our overall national energy supply. Petroleum products, followed by coal and natural gas, remained the top 3 energy sources consumed in the world. Moreover, global primary energy consumption reached 168,500 terawatt-hours in 2019, twice as much as in 1979, 83,700 terawatt-hours. A last question might be asked: will the removal of fossil fuels be possible without a radical change of our energy consumption patterns? Such a pattern will lead to other benefits. For example, if we can use more renewable energy efficiently, countries will develop energy sovereignty, innovations, and industries. Furthermore, innovation and decarbonized energies development also implies a need for engineers and technicians, so investments in energy efficiency initiatives often lead to jobs creation. The need to prepare these professionals, either by initial training or by long life training, is then viewed as a priority for companies, training centers, universities of the energy field. Thus, there is a clear need for more advanced training programs handling the above mentioned topics and targeting more specifically technician level students. This is the purpose of the GreenTech project.